Welcome back to Sosnovka, Sovkhoz, episode 39 with me, Mr. Silly P. I thought I'd start this episode with a bit of logging. I haven't done any for a while. I mean, I've done some for a while. I've done some for a while? I have done some. But I haven't done any on camera for a while, so I've already cut some of these trees down, but I'm just loading the trailer up, ready to take to the lumber selling point. So I thought I'd do a little bit of this, because I often come on and say, the money's gone up, I did some lumber off screen, so here am I doing it on screen. If you haven't seen this gameplay series before, or any of my gameplay series, I have used all different techniques at different times. I have found using the manure fork on the telehandler, I'm having a nightmare today, works really well, he says, making a real hash of it. Now, you will often get a vibration when two big logs go together. Don't know why it does it. I think it's the computer's just trying to work out which log's where. But the manure fork just picks it all up easier. I just find it far easier. Doesn't clamp down tightly on them, but it's wider, so it works better. There we go. And there we go. Every now and again, doesn't hurt to give the trailer a bit of a shake. Sometimes get in there and give them a bit of a shuffle about. Just helps them to settle. And carry on. Going back to previous episodes on Sosnovka, Sovkhoz, over at the lumberyard we had the big forest at the start that was left by the state for us. We used all the lumber there. So I'm using the lumber up from everywhere else now. That said, this map's pretty good. There are forests, as you can see, over behind us. Over there, there's another one even further over. There's plenty of lumber, plenty of woodland, plenty of trees cut down. Westbridge Hills, on the other hand, there is none. It is barren, a wasteland, which proves quite difficult. So I've opted more for silage on that one. And there we go. Bjornholm's not too bad. There's a bit on there you can use. Well, a couple of forests. So plenty of woodland there. So I've become relatively adept at, not too bad. Wood chipping, as I've mentioned before, I haven't done much of. And I'm hoping to do a multiplayer on that, because my compatriots move seed. Yeah, if you try and do two big ones, sometimes it vibrates and it pops one out the back. It just can't cope with what's supposed to be there. Never mind. Yes, Moomin Seal has never done wood chipping before, so what we're hoping is to do a wood chipping multiplayer. Have a go, a bit of a tutorial for her, and for anyone who hasn't done it before. If you need a tutorial, if you don't, you don't. That's fine. But these fill up relatively quickly, in all honesty. I try to pick them up in twos normally. Normally a larger and a smaller if I can. But sometimes two largers together, it just doesn't like it. So you end up having to go back and pick them up individually, but that's not the end of the world. That didn't go as planned. Give that a bit of a shuffle. There you go. It's better. Now this telehandler, the lead pair, is the least horsepower. Not the cheapest, bizarrely enough, but the least horsepower. So you sometimes find it's lacking a bit of oomph. It just needs a bit more. So I tend to go for the New Holland on the farm. But this is pretty good for forestry, I've said before. It's got quite a wide wheelbase. which makes it pretty good for doing this. Should get 3 here if I'm lucky. There we go. I'll try and come around from the other side with this one so I can load the far side of the trailer. As you can see, I've pretty much stripped this whole hillside bare now. Yeah, done a fair bit of logging. But there's plenty more to do. Oh, crikey. Okay. We're alright, we're okay, we haven't tipped over. Not yet. So every now and again just come around the other side. Just so make sure they unload kind of evenly onto both sides. There we go, that's better. I do find when you're doing videos for YouTube to put out there, you kind of do your commentary as you go along. What tends to happen then is if you're playing for your own pleasure, benefit, whatever you want to call it, I enjoy playing whether I'm doing YouTube or not, but off camera you do tend to find yourself talking to yourself quite a lot because you've just got into the habit of doing it while you're doing the gameplay. Interesting thing then is when you are doing the YouTubing and you know there's bits where you're not actually recording, if you did record it, it would be very peculiar. Actually go in there. Fantastic. Right. Probably get another load in there. And then we'll get that off. Because I've got another load down there that I've cut. That one needs to be picked up. I need to do this without disappearing down that hillside. More like an escarpment really, but I have said this before as well. FS17, I'm really looking forward to the Manitou telehandler. So there's the Lipo one on this, the New Holland, and the JC. No, is it JC? Oh yes, the JCB one. I don't like very much. Don't talk about that one. I'm looking forward to Manitou. It's going to be interesting using a different type of telehandler, and depending on what mods become available, maybe a Merlot or something might be worth a go. I know Massey Ferguson do one as well. I don't know if Fendt. I don't think Fendt do a telehandler that I'm aware of. Who knows? But that said, let's tip this in. Twist that a little bit. Oh, I didn't like it. Brilliant. Typical. Right. Let's get that where it needs to be. That's better. Okay. I'll move the lorry down the hill a bit and have to pick that one up in a second. Get the controls right. Okay, let's jump out. Move the lorry down the hill. I think we're done up here on the hillside. Oh, stuck under the wheels. That's brilliant. There we go. Right, let's take it down the hill a bit. Right, let's find that. Where'd that log go? Here it is. Should be able to pick it up on its own. Again, another reason why I do like using the manure fork to pick them up, because the other one, the actual log fork, won't pick up small ones for some reason, doesn't like them. There we go. As long as I don't turn too sharply, that should stay in that grab. Let's lift that up. Right. Drop that in. Just trying to work out if I'll get another load in there. Oh, it's a gamble. Yeah, it's a gamble. I think what I'll do is take this now to sell. Oh, I've just suddenly realised something. Was it on this map? It was on this map. I've moved my wheel loader I stuck a bucket on it and took it over to show selling silage with a wheel loader, which means I've got no way of tipping this out at the lumber point. Whoa! Ah, too fast. Too busy talking. Oh, for God's sake. Never mind. Let's get the beacons on. We'll get this to the lumber point. The poor wheel loader log fork is sitting there forlornly. Oh man, okay. Right. Disconnect that. And bear with me. Okay, we're here. Took a while. But we are here. Beacons flashing, round to go. Now, this is the weirdest part. I'm assuming the trailer's designed to do this, I don't know. I've said this before, in real life it wouldn't do it, but anyway. Let's tip this over into the selling point. That wasn't bad, from 33,000 to 99. So it was 66,000. I normally get about 75 a load, so I probably missed off one load. Not the end of the world. Let's put this down. Beacons off. Jump out. Okay. So there we have it. Some more logging done for your viewing pleasure. Unless you don't like logging at all, in which case I apologise. And I apologise, whichever way around you want to look at it. Right. Let's head back over. I need to decide what we are going to do next on this episode. I did the load the other day and didn't send the train off. I was an idiot. So I got the 66,000 on the last episode, walked off, got in the lorry and went. Not the last episode, I'm talking about earlier on when I said I wasn't sure what I was going to do next. Got in the lorry, drove off to work out what to do next, and then suddenly thought, okay, didn't send the train off, so I'm going to send the train off. So I should get some more money for that in a little while. So while I'm waiting for that to come, what I thought I would do, now I'm pretty sure I've tried this. If you're watching this again and you're going to be screaming at the screen now because I'm being an idiot, I'm sure I've tried this before, haven't I? I don't think the telehandler will pull the water bowser. And you're probably going, no, it's about the third time you've done this, you idiot. It probably is. No, it won't pull it. Okay, brilliant. Well, not brilliant, but probably typical more than brilliant. So, first thing then, drop this off. I thought I'd do a bit of a check on the greenhouses, because I haven't done that for a while. So I'm going to put on the front bucket, put some fertiliser in, manure, even. I haven't got a huge amount of this, so hopefully they're not going to take too much. And we'll check to make sure they are topped up. It's hard to tell. There we go. Like I've said before doing these, you have to get that... Whoa! That was close. You have to get the trigger just right. So try and line up as straight as possible and get it about halfway. There we go. Perfect. Oh, they're all topping off. I will check the water as well in a bit. Oh, hang on, I haven't even put any in these ones, have I? Oh, that's just shoddy. That's shoddy job. How have I forgotten to do those? So I installed them, said I was going to do it, and then probably got sidetracked doing something else. Which I have a tendency to do. Right, 33 litres. That's not going to fill up, is it? Let's be honest. Not even close. Back over and get some more manure then. I'm going to run out, I think. My cows are not producing at the rate I hoped they would, which is a bit frustrating. Could well run out. I think soon I've got 4 greenhouses to fill. I might do half in each, I think. Oh, there goes my payment for the logs. Right, so half a bucket. Take time this time so I don't topple this thing over. This is something of a disaster. Haven't got enough. No way. Oh man. Okay, well, I'm just going to have whatever I've got. Should have checked on one of those ones first before I filled up the others. Never mind. They'll have something anyway. Not as much as I'd hoped. That'll do. And the last bit in the last one. And then I'll check the water. And that'll be the greenhouse. It's done! Actually, see if I can do it from here. I reckon water fill level 74%. 74%. 74%. Let's check these others, shall we? These are likely to be lower. 70. Let's say 71. 71%. Oh, that's plenty of water. Keep them going. Trying to avoid this catapulting the whole telehandler up in the air. That wasn't bad. Right, let's just check and see what the cows are doing. Oh, what's up? Barley. Cows I've used all the manure now. Right. What are we looking at? Mixed ration 38,000, silage 48,000, grass 42,000, straw 18,000. They're alright. Not bad at all. The wool pallets on 88%. Don't need to do anything with them. They've still got grass. That's all good. So the question now becomes what to do. So let's check and see what the field's up to. Field 10 and 11, which is barley, is ready to harvest. All the others are growing. 15 and 20 is also barley. That's been ready for a while. I've done quite a bit of harvesting. I do want to do some wood chipping. I need to do that at some point. I do need to sell some more silage, which might have to be in another episode. So bearing in mind I've done the logging and actually finally sent the train, which was a bit stupid. I should have done that before. I've come over and checked on the greenhouses, and well, not filled up the manure in those. Bit of a cock up, but never mind. We're actually not looking too bad. Stuff's growing. I want to do the sugar beet actually. We've done the potato harvest. I want to do a sugar beet harvest. Oh, that's what I can do very, very quickly. We bought this a few episodes back. Didn't come and look at it. Didn't move it. But we have our sugar beet harvester. I didn't go with the Holmer because we've used that before. I've gone with this. The Grimme Maxtron 620. Haven't used this one before, so this is going to be interesting using this. It looks very much like the Tektron 415, the potato harvester. So we'll take this over to the yard, and I think the interior is pretty much the same. That's probably going to be it for this episode actually. We haven't got a huge amount done, but we have got some stuff done. So we'll drive this back and we'll be good. And here we are, back at the yard. I have to find a home for this. I'm not too sure where I'm going to park it, but I'll do that in a minute. But if you like the episode, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please subscribe. If you want to share it, please share it. If you want to comment, leave a comment. We are on Facebook and screenshots are appearing on there regularly. I'm going to try and find a home for the new sugar beet harvester in the yard somewhere. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put it, but here it is. I'll probably try and park out next to the other one. But anyway, whatever you decide to do, as ever, thanks for watching.